I'm Earl Brown, and welcome to another episode of Tell the Story, a Jazz Journeys production. It's been said throughout the ages that we're all on a journey to uncover and tell a story. A story that might be fresh in our minds, or one that has been left in stones, or lost with traces in sand. Maybe it's staring at us in mirrors as we try to find ourselves.
I always believe that God is going to take care of me. I should take care of somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
well, you do that also with this project that you're involved with the other young people. Tell us more about that project that you've been involved with for a number of years with the young people.
Oh yeah, I mean, I do every year. I do back to school backpack drive giveaway. I've actually identified an organization that I'm going to present with backpacks and school supplies for this year. Every year I do a toy drive, and that toy drive was born out of the fact that when my kids were younger, when I was a younger woman, we dealt with homelessness. And during Christmas, we had to stay at a homeless shelter. It was Christmas. Nobody can kick your behind worse than you can. I felt like the worst mother. Through no fault of my own, I ended up homeless. And my kids and I, we shared one bed at the Red Shield residence on Broad Street in Philadelphia. We shared one bed, and it was Christmas, and I was beating myself up. And the administrator, the director, she came to me and she called me in her office and she said, we're going to try to find you someplace to stay. We're going to try to bring you home for Christmas, find you a home for Christmas. And I was like, okay, fine. She said, well, let me make some calls and see if we can get some things going. And she couldn't do it. And so she went in her desk. She went to her desk and she pulled out an envelope and she handed me a check for $19. Mm. And she handed me a gift card from KB Toy Store. And she said, this is not much, but do something for yourself and get your kids something for Christmas. And I said, okay. What she didn't realize, I said, she didn't give me $19 and a gift card. She gave me hope. And that in itself is what a lot of people need in situations like that. Hope. She made me believe that things were going to get better and made moves to help me to make them get better. And they did. They got better. So because of her gesture, every year at Christmas, I do I call it Jingle Bell Jam now. I do a toy drive. One year we did it with South, and we collected like 500 toys and distributed them to different organizations that I support. And Bebop and Books, that's my literacy program. You know, they call me the book lady because I buy books. I get donations from people to buy children's books, and I give them to the kids in the community. And I started that when I did the jazz series at 50th in Baltimore, Friday Night Jazz at the Firehouse Farmers Market.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Yeah, Bebop and Books was born there. So
you have another project. It's called Hope and Healing Community Affairs Project?
Yeah, Hope and Healing Community Arts Project. And what I do with that, it's kind of on a little hiatus because I've been flying here and there. But with that program, I produce free community-based concerts. I produce concerts for the community that are free of charge. I've had my union involved, AFM Local 77, who've supported us in that. And we just go to different communities and put on free concerts for people who can't go downtown. Everybody can't pay. Everybody can't pay a ticket price. Everybody can't pay parking. Everybody can't pay. but everybody should be exposed to the arts. Mm-hmm. They should be. And so with Hope and Healing, we produce free concerts. Hope and Healing, we feed the homeless. Like Thanksgiving, we put a big spread out down on, where did we do it last time? I think it was on 15th Street. We do a big Thanksgiving spread, and we feed the homeless. We give away coats and shoes and boots and blankets and those kinds of things. So it's always for me about a give back. I know where I came from. I know that some people are out here struggling. I've been in that movie. I've been in the sequel, the prequel. I've been in every part of the movie. And so I know that there is a need out here for people who need help. And I want to be one of those people who is part of the solution.
So when you're, after all the running around that you do and all the performances and everything, and then at the end of the night, you're alone by yourself, and you think of all these people that are, I want to say no longer with us, but they are with us. They'll always be with us.
Right.
But they're not right here in the flesh. What comes to your mind, and what do you think about, and how does that impact you?
What comes to my mind immediately is gratitude. Gratitude for everything that they poured into me to help me become who I am and who I will continue to be. They believed in me. They poured a lot into me. They encouraged me. Evelyn Sims, I didn't even know she knew who I was. And she called me one evening and she said, yeah, Denise, I heard it. In that Evelyn Sims way, Denise, it's Mama Evelyn. And she had heard, you talk. And she had heard that people were saying some negative, not so nice things about me. And she called me and she said, keep doing what you're doing. You keep doing what you're doing. Because if they're talking about you, you're doing something right. And I mean, she was adamant. She was just she believed in me. So she Bootsy poured into me. I mean, I can't even think of all the people that left us, but so many people poured into me and believed in me. Sometimes when I didn't even believe in myself. Sam Reed, oh my God, Sam.
So look, you're going to be heading back overseas.
I am.
Is there anything else you'd like to say in closing?
Well, I mean, I'm headed back overseas. I'm doing a residency in Bangkok for 3.5 months, actually. And it's kind of I took the residency because it's kind of I've been flying so much. I've been moving around so much. I need to just be still and reset and figure out what I'm doing next. I've got a new project out that is really, it's a social commentary project. It's called People Get Ready on my new label. My new label is Jazz Book Records. And I have a new manager, Seydou Barry, and his wife, Catherine, are my management team. And I'm working with John Shannon, a guitarist out of Pittsburgh. And we've got these new projects that are dropping in October. Mine is due to come out October 18th. I think his may be a little later, but we both have these projects coming out. So, I mean, that's what's going on. Just new music, social commentary, peace, pro-peace, anti-war. Can we all get along? Y'all need to think about what y'all doing, in this life, and doing something by Abby Lincoln, Bob Dylan, The Animals, The Doors, just things that I would never have. And this project, believe it or not, just out of nowhere, it dropped in my lap. I had to do a performance in Aix-en-Provence, France. And the owner of the club just kept saying, you need to meet this guy. You need to meet him. You need to meet him. I'm like, s'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît. Ooh. I'm like, okay, I'll meet him. What? And so I was on stage doing my sound check. I came down off stage and I was facing away, and I felt this energy, this presence behind me. And I whipped around, and this person was like right here. And I'm like, yo, what? Excuse me. He was like, Madam King. Madam King. And I was like, oui, Madam King, yes, that would be me. He's like, I'm Seydou Barry, and I have work for you. I said, sir, you haven't even heard me sing a note. How do you know you have work for me? He looked dead in my face, and he said, I have a feeling about you. And I said, okay, we'll see. And he said, I'm going to go to the bar and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to listen to you. And bam, I'm on stage singing my heart out. And I watch him get up and walk out. I watched him get up and walk out. And I said to myself, well, I guess he didn't have a feeling after all. So, okay. And 2 weeks later, I went back to the States. 2 weeks later, he called me. He said, I've set up a recording session for you in Africa, and you'll be there for 10 days recording and blah, blah, blah. But interestingly enough, we didn't record in Africa. We recorded in Pittsburgh, and it was a situation where the music was already done.
Wow.
The music was done. There was another singer who did the project. It didn't work out. They shelved the product for the project for 2.5 years. And he said, we were just looking for somebody to do the project. And he called his partner. He said, I found her. And that's how this project fell. It's unlike anything I've ever done. And I think it's appropriate for times such as these. It speaks to a lot of what's happening now.
So when will the project be finished?
It will be out. It's already done. It'll be officially released October 18th. I tried to get them to release it on my birthday, Halloween, but, you know.
What's the name of the project?
It's
again?
called People Get Ready.
Gotcha.
People get ready. There's a train coming. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. All you need is faith to hear those diesels humming. Don't need no baggage. You just thank the Lord. Oh, I believe.
Wow.
This is called
And
Curtis
there you
Mayfield.
have it, Denise King, talking the talk.
Talking the talk and hopefully walking the walk.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Denise, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. We go so way back.
I know.
And it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
It really is. It
Yeah.
just touches my heart that, you know, we're still standing. We're still doing what we do. Supporting this music, supporting each other, and making a difference.
You've been listening to episode 4 of Tell the Story with international jazz vocalist Denise King. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button and tell a friend to do the same. By the way, if you like what you're hearing and seeing, be sure to check out some of our other podcasts on this channel.